The sea mist clung to the longship, blurring the line between sea and sky. Ulf Thorvaldsson, a seasoned Viking, traced the ancient runes on his axe, feeling a turmoil within that rivaled the stormy Nordic seas outside. Amid the murmurs of his raiding comrades, Ulf sensed a change within himself. Each expedition, once a quest for glory, now felt different, hollow and unsettling. His childhood memories were steeped in blood and conquest, watching his father return from raids, a symbol of Viking pride and valor. The tales of Valhalla and eternal battles were the lifeblood of their culture. Yet a seed of doubt had taken root in Ulf's heart, quietly questioning the endless cycle of violence. A pivotal moment came during a raid in England. Amidst chaos, an unyielding monk's compassionate gaze pierced Ulf's warrior heart, whispering of mercy and haunting his thoughts. "May God's mercy find you," the monk said, even as flames consumed the world around him. Those words lingered like a shadow over Ulf. The Viking settlement of Ravensholm was a world of warriors and tradition, where Ulf was molded into a fighter from birth. His father's grief over his mother's death fueled Ulf's rigorous training. "A warrior feels no pain," Gunnar insisted, pushing Ulf through relentless drills, teaching him duty and honor above all. But Ulf was different. He questioned the endless raids, the consuming violence, seeking answers that made elders uneasy. Bjorn, Ulf's closest friend, saw life simply: fight, conquer, survive. To him, the gods demanded blood, and true Vikings delivered. "You think too much," Bjorn teased, valuing a sharp axe over a sharp mind. But Ulf's inner battle raged on. In moments of quiet, Ulf recalled the monk's words. The compassion in those eyes challenged everything he knew about strength and survival. Their next expedition targeted a wealthy settlement in Ireland, promising wealth with minimal resistance. As their ship cut through the mist, Ulf's unease grew. The night before the raid, Ulf dreamed vividly. He stood before two figures, Odin, the god of war, and the crucified Christ, each symbolizing divergent paths. "Choose," they commanded, shaking the foundations of Ulf's beliefs, challenging his understanding of strength and existence. Odin embodied the warrior's might and wisdom, while Christ represented vulnerability and compassion, a new kind of strength. Awakening, Ulf felt a profound change approaching, a seismic shift in his soul. The settlement awaited, peaceful and unaware. As Vikings prepared for battle, Ulf felt detached, the sounds of war distant. The raid began in brutal fashion, but Ulf moved mechanically, his mind elsewhere. Then he saw her, a young woman with an infant, defiant hope in her eyes, a cross behind her. Time slowed. Ulf's axe felt heavy, the monk's words and his dreams seeping into his heart. "No," Ulf whispered, lowering his weapon to protect rather than destroy. Bjorn, shocked by Ulf's defiance, demanded an explanation, but Ulf was resolute, standing between the woman and his own people. News of Ulf's mercy spread, transforming confusion into anger among his fellow Vikings. Returning to their ship, Bjorn confronted Ulf, accusing him of betrayal and dishonor. The village elders, led by Gunnar, deemed Ulf a coward, stripping him of his heritage and casting him out. Ulf's transformation cost him everything: family, community, identity. Yet something unbreakable remained within him. Exiled, Ulf navigated a world between two cultures, avoided by Christians and hunted by Vikings. Surviving through odd jobs and his Viking skills, Ulf encountered a wandering priest named Father Thomas. Unlike other missionaries, Thomas listened without judgment, offering understanding over conversion. Through conversations with Thomas, Ulf began grasping the Christian faith's radical essence: strength through love and mercy. Years passed, and Ulf shed his Viking past, becoming a protector of the vulnerable, bridging two worlds. His reputation evolved. Feared as a Viking, respected as a defender, his actions spoke of redemption beyond his past. As the years went by, Ulf embraced both his Norse roots and newfound compassion, embodying a new kind of warrior. On quiet evenings, Ulf reflected on his journey, seeing the gods of his youth as part of a larger divine understanding. The hammer of Thor and the cross of Christ, once opposing symbols, now represented protection against darkness. Watching the setting sun, Ulf felt peace, knowing his journey was ongoing but finally on the right path. In the distance, a ship sailed, carrying warriors like he once was. Ulf smiled, knowing each soul finds its own redemption. Years later, as an old man, Ulf would return one last time to the shores of his homeland, his weathered hands holding both a Thor's hammer and a wooden cross. The Viking settlements had changed, touched by new beliefs and shifting winds of time, much like he himself had transformed. His son, born of both Viking blood and Christian compassion, stood beside him, listening to the final wisdom of a man who had walked between two worlds. And as the sun set over the Nordic waters, Ulf knew that true strength was not in conquest, but in understanding, a lesson harder won than any battle he had ever fought. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to explore this story with me. If you found this video interesting or thought-provoking, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might enjoy it too. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any future videos where we dive into intriguing mysteries, untold histories, and the wonders of the unknown.